Yeah, here's Mario contemplating his death because he just heard a take so bad. No, I seriously have no idea why I'm all the way over here in the game. I don't know why I'm just chilling on the edge of the platform, but yeah. I did hear a really shitty take. I'm gonna talk about it in a second. Oh, someone responded to me. Oh, it's just saying, hey, I'm alive. Yeah, anyways, no one actually responded to me. Let me see if that other person actually responded to my horrible take. I just had like a fucking fuck ass argument with somebody over the Zelda timeline. it's not as dumb on my end as you think. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not stupid, man. Okay, hold on. Oh god, Russian bots. No, I'm just looking at people are talking about fucking figure skating stuff. I'm following that. Oh yeah, ladies free skate tomorrow. Everybody, send the ladies some luck. They sure as heck need it. Just please nothing devastating happen. Oh my god. Dude, I didn't even know who the fuck this man was like until 4 days ago, but Ilya Malinin is my Roman Empire. Okay, but actually though, Super Mario Galaxy sure is a video game. So fun fact, we can actually fly all the way up to the garden if I don't suck. So yeah, the garden is the only thing left before Bowser. You can actually spawn this portal as well. So, so I know I was talking about, like, I got into a dumbass argument, and I want to talk about it. I want to let off some steam, rather, because somebody's being fucking stupid. I won't say which server it was in, because I don't want to, like, dox this person. Or not dox, but you know what I mean. Hello. $70 is absurd. Not really, because, it's 2 games, and sorry, I'm a little it's 2 Wii games, and Wii games I know retailed at $50, but like Skyward Sword HD was 1 Wii game, and that was $60 on the Switch. Also, these are 2 of the best games of all time, so I don't think it's that bad. Also, like, when you think about the content you're getting, if you think about a lot of like brand new games are $70. And think about like how much playtime you get out of Galaxy 1 and 2 together is a lot more playtime than a lot of new games. So it kind of depends on the perspective. I have a chance to get a lot of Starbits here, by the way. But yeah, someone was saying stupid shit about the Zelda timeline in a server. Oh, I don't actually want that one up. I mean, the thing is, games are $70 now for a remake, sure, but it's 2 remakes. Or it's 2 games. Although I know Pikmin 1 and 2 was $50, but like Pikmin isn't Mario Galaxy. Although to be fair, I haven't played Pikmin, so I don't know if Pikmin is actually. I'm sure it's good. You're not buying it. You have Galaxy on 3DS, so that's valid. But like Galaxy 2, though. I also have 3D All Stars. That's how I've been playing Galaxy for the last 5 years. But Galaxy 2. I guess, oh yeah, you can buy Galaxy 2 standalone on the eShop for $40, I think. So you can, yeah, they are also $40 individually, so that'd be $80, so it is cheaper to get it as a bundle, if you want both games. I went ahead and got the bundle just because, like, I don't know. Well, I didn't get it. I got it as a gift. Just because, like, I don't know. I kind of wanted the physical, like, I don't care about physical games that much, but it's Mario Galaxy. It's my favorite game of all time. Of course, I'm going to buy it a 3rd time. But yeah, no, you can buy Galaxy 2 standalone on the eShop, but you can't buy it physically. So that is true. I was going to say Galaxy 2, though, but yeah, you can Yeah, it's 40 if you buy it standalone, which I think 40 is a bit much because it's relatively unchanged. I mean, Skyward Sword HD at least had changes, big changes like, oh, you can use button controls for sword now, and camera controls and stuff like that. So it did have some significant changes, but I still don't think it should have been 60. But of course, this was like back when, I don't know. I think some of the really dumb ones was like what the Donkey Kong Country Returns on Switch. Like, what was that? Like when they put Donkey Kong Country Returns on Switch 1 for some reason. That was really stupid. And it was like $60 with barely any changes. I didn't get that, but like I thought it was funny because they already remade that on 3DS, so it's on Wii, 3DS, and Switch. But I heard that remake had some issues too. I don't know because I didn't play it, but that is. And like Tropical Freeze, I think was really funny too because that one was 50 on Wii U and it was 60 on Switch. I still think like Mario Kart World is the stupidest one because it's 80 standalone, but if you buy it with the Switch too, it's 50 because you get the bundle for 500. But they made it $10 more than like, because 70 is like the standard for like brand new games now, for like AAA, not indie games, obviously. So they made it like they made it so like I would expect a new Mario Kart to be 70, right? And they made it 80 because they wanted people to buy the bundle, the Switch 2 bundle with Mario Kart World for 500 because the Switch 2 standalone is 450. So, you're only paying $50 for the I died. You're only paying $50 for Mario Kart World. The thing is though, like that bundle's gonna be a limited time deal, so it's just like I feel like they did that on purpose. They made it $10 more just so people would buy the bundle and buy Switch 2s at launch. I do wonder like if they'll drop the price of Mario Kart World to 70 once like the bundle's done being sold. That would be funny, but like I don't feel like they do it. Cause like why is Breath of the Wild still retail at 60? Like, which is also funny because Breath of the Wild had $20 DLC, so Breath of the Wild is more expensive than Tears of the Kingdom if you factor in the DLC. If you want to buy all the content for Breath of the Wild, it's 60 for the base game, 10 for the Switch 2 upgrade, and then 20 for the DLC, so it's 90 total. And then Tears of the Kingdom is 70 for the base game and $10 for the Switch 2 upgrade, and there's no DLC, so it's 80 total. Which is just really funny to me. That Tears of the Kingdom, despite being $10 more at a baseline, has no DLC, so it's actually cheaper than Breath of the Wild. I gotta go over here. Yeah, I'm gonna fall. It is pretty funny. It's just weird how stuff gets priced in general. I think I can make this. Hopefully I don't fall. There we go. What do you think the hardest Super Mario level? Well, I haven't beaten Perfect Run or Champions Road. I haven't played all of the like really hard levels. I somehow 100%ed Mario Sunshine when I was like 16, like years ago. But I mean, the fucking lily pad level in that game is pretty bad. The pachinko level is pretty bad. Okay. We're going to Deep Dark Galaxy. I'll try to do the funny glitch. You haven't done it? Don't do it. It sucks. Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, I have never beaten Champions Road or Perfect Run. I hope I can beat Perfect Run this time when I do Galaxy 2 on Switch, but we'll see. And this is on Switch 2. I mean, I believe this bundle is also available on Switch 1. I would say it probably just looked nicer on Switch 2, but like, this isn't a 4K. I don't have a 4K monitor, so it's not in 4K, even though I know it supports it. Over here. Yeah, this is a kind of weird level. And I'm gonna. Oh, hey, Toad. He's just dancing. So there's this optional planet that exists for no reason, but it's funny because there's a funny thing you can do here. But I'm also gonna try to do this glitch. Come here, Goomba. Come here, Goomba. Come here. I need the Goomba to follow me. And then I also need to glitch into this building. It is possible to glitch in there. It's kind of annoying. But I also need the Goomba to follow me. Dude. Okay, I'm gonna jump on one of them to get the coin. It is hard to get in here, but it is possible. I keep clipping out. There we go. Okay. No, I got in, and then oh, God. We're not going to get the funny Goomba animation. There's another Goomba, but... This is such a stupid glitch. It's just like a really weird camera glitch. He keeps flipping out of bounds. Or not out of bounds, back in bounds. Okay. Hold on. I promise this is funny when I get it. There's no way they would have patched it. Because they barely did anything. They barely changed anything, and I know it works in the All-Stars version. I know it works in 3D All-Stars. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Having an iPad level accessing it's a pain. Yes, true. That is a pain. I'm pretty sure I used a glitch to walk underwater with Yoshi. In order to do that level. But even then it's still annoying. Okay. Try this again. I'm trying to get inside and stay inside. That is the goal here. Because I can do something really funny with the camera. If I do this. But I want one of the Goombas nearby, but I also don't want them to kill me. What if I just kill this one? So annoying. They definitely didn't patch it. I'm just mad. Dude. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about the Goombas too much. I just want to see if I can get inside. Because now I'm worried they patched it. So, okay, there we go. So now if I just go in first person... Wait, can I not go in first person? Hello? There we go, I can. Okay, so yeah, the camera just completely freaks out. Just I don't know why. And then you can see there's coins in the planet, inside the planet. There's the other Goomba. Unfortunately, we didn't get him up close. So if you can get the Goomba up close, he looks really funny when he's trying to attack you. But it's just a really funny. Maybe I can get him to come over here somehow. Probably not. No, he's just walking back and forth. It's just a really stupid camera angle. Let me see if I can get the Goomba to cooperate. Maybe. It'd be really funny if I can do it. It just looks really dumb. Come back here. Come here, Goomba. Come here. Come here. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to go into first person again, and then he's going to try to attack me. Where is he? Goomba? Where are you, Goomba? Oh, okay, we can kind of see him. He's he's running in the corner. I didn't get a good angle on it, but... Oh, I almost could have got a good angle there, but I clipped out. I clipped back in bounds. And there I messed up even going in bounds. I just love messing around with the Goomba for no reason. We're just making this Goomba's day a lot worse. Okay, fine. Fun's over. I didn't get a good angle on the Goomba running at me, but it would have been funny. Galaxy 2 was the game started trying to final level being the most challenging. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Galaxy 2 and so this is just really silly. You can just kind of do this. Whee! Whee! I have no idea why this planet exists. There's like no reason for it to exist because coins don't even do anything in this game because like they only heal you and you don't never need like more than 2. All right. Anyways, back to like doing the actual thing I'm supposed to be doing, which is grab the fire flower and then go. Yeah, back to the regular mission here. Fun's over. Alright. Another water level, but I don't mind it too much because it's at least aesthetically very different from the 2 beach levels. Because this is like a spooky beach level. Oh god. Okay. Come on. Dude, spinning underwater can be so annoying sometimes. Alright, gotta go up here. Okay. I do like this level though. More for the atmosphere than the actual gameplay. I think this boss, King Caliente, and technically Dino Piranha are the only non-Bowser bosses that have multiple fights. Besides like the mole boss. But that's kind of more of a mini boss. And I'm not counting like Daredevil fights as having multiple fights. It's just the same fight with a no-hit condition. Speaking of Daredevil bosses, this boss will have a Daredevil boss. And it's actually kind of hard. I know it doesn't look that hard, but like the second phase is actually kind of hard for Daredevil. Because yeah, in the second phase she's gonna move up top, and it's a very small arena, and there's a lot of projectiles, so it's actually kind of hard for Daredevil. Like obviously I can afford to get hit there, but I was trying to get a coin off the Magic Koopa. There we go. Definitely helpful to kill the Magic Koopas, but they do respawn after a bit. Wow, I am playing very carelessly. Yeah, we're not going to be able to afford to make those mistakes during the combat. Not a bad target count here. We're going to need 1,600 for the last Luma. Last Hungry Luma. Alright, where's this guy at? Who's over here? There we go. Guy or girl, I guess it's a girl. Do you know Nathaniel Bendy? Yes, I do. 3D Land, 3D World, and Odyssey, yeah, all had hard levels for sure. Wonder as well, because Wonder had like that badge challenge, and yeah, I never played that one though. Yeah, I guess the 2D games don't have them as much because the 2D games are more like they have like a special world with hard levels, like the New Super Mario Bros. Wii, New Super Mario Bros. U had them. Wonder had it, but Wonder also had an extra really hard level at the end. All right. So is it Star 1 that is the secret star here? Is it Star 3? I always forget. I think it's Star 1. I think it is Star 1. Or maybe not. I'm not too sure. Okay. Let's go to Star 2 then. This is a weird mission. It starts with a boss fight with this guy, which is super easy. This is the easiest version of this boss. You can just kind of throw coconuts at it or just jump on him. It's like really trivial. And he's just in the middle of the beach. Like, when did you get here, buddy? Oh, and now he's angry. Oh no. Yeah, it's by far the easiest version of the 3 fights. So first we get a fire. Well, first we can get a star. Oh, I can't get the fire flower. Never mind. Fire flower doesn't work all the stars active apparently. Okay, I can use this to get star bits, which I'll be needing. I will indeed be needing star bits. Oh, I didn't kill that last guy. It's fine. I didn't need to kill him. Alright, so now we have to light 3 torches. The timer's a bit tight on it. There we go. And then we spawn the ice flower. It's just a weird, like, mishmash of things. Are you kidding me? That was so rude. I also thought I killed the magic, but does he just respawn? Dude. Alright, we're back. Dude, stop running in circles. Seriously, stop running in circles. Sometimes Mario just starts running in circles for no reason. It's really weird. Like, just the way the gravity is in this game, sometimes that happens. Okay. Other way? Okay. There we go. There's something about this feels Sunshine-esque. Like, just this weird platforming. I don't know. It's just a weird start, a weird mission. It's just those like really vertical areas like Noki Bay. It kind of reminds me of. Oh, because I was supposed to go there. And then for some reason, this planet just has fish on it. I don't know why, and they're just bouncing around. And then the last planet has this like watermelon. You have to. It's such a weird. Maybe it's just the absurdity of it, which is it reminds me of Sunshine, because Sunshine is a very absurd game. It's just such a random, weird objective that we have to do here. It wasn't close enough. Oh no. Really? Kind of disorienting to look at. There we go. Nice. I would eat that. I want to eat that. It's so big. So big and so juicy. Just imagine a lifetime supply of watermelon. Lifetime supply of watermelon would be so cool. I would love that. Alright. Now is the Daredevil Comet that I mentioned being hard. It is kind of hard because I think this is the hardest Daredevil boss fight. Now, there is one more Daredevil Comet, which is not a boss fight, but I think this is the hardest Daredevil boss fight, mainly because all the others, like, Major Burrows isn't bad. Top Maniac is, like, very easy. Major Burrows is, like, pretty easy. I did die once on it, but pretty easy. And then Bouldergeist is like hard if you don't know the pattern. It's easy if you do know the pattern. This is hard just because there's so many projectiles on the second phase. Like Bouldergeist is very well telegraphed attacks. They're slow. They're easy to dodge. Kamala is like a shit ton of projectiles just flying at you at once. It's very hard to like process what's going on in the second phase because it's in a very confined space up top. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. Like not only are the Magikoopas a problem, but we're also in a confined space. Dude, I don't know how that missed. I just completely lost my ability to spin where I wanted to. That somehow didn't kill me. I was so close. Okay. Like, this is just madness. I was trying to kill the Magikoopas. It is worth killing them, I think, but it's very hard to do. And then they also respawn. So, like... Okay, well, I would have rather not used that shell on the Magikoopa, but... It's the triple fireballs and then the Magikoopas. And they're gonna come back shortly, I know. There we go. And also just like the erratic flight, like you don't know where she's going to fly. Yeah, there she... Maybe I could grab that shell, possibly. Okay. Okay, hopefully that won't hit me. Hopefully defeating the boss will prevent the fireballs from hitting me. I'm worried the fireball could still hit me. Okay, it's gone. Okay. The fireball did despawn when I got kind of scared there for a second. I was like, oh my god, imagine. Okay. Now... That's that done. Now, a couple more things in Deep Dark to do. There's a secret star. There's also the third mission. Might be cutting it a little close on Starbits, but Melty Molten has a lot, so we might be okay for Melty Molten. Yeah, Melty Molten has a lot of Starbits. Alright, so this is annoying because it's another Guppy mission, and I mentioned Guppy missions are kind of annoying, kind of boring, kind of tedious. I think this is where this secret starts. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're gonna do the Guppy mission. Yeah, these toads just having a little barbecue on the beach. Not that I needed that, but this one's tricky just because like swimming downward can be so it is just tricky. And now we're in a much more confined space than before, so a little claustrophobic. Yeah, the camera doesn't always cooperate. Like, I have no idea where the last ring is. It's over there, okay. Okay, turning is hard. I'm trying to save it. Just barely made it before it disappeared, okay. Yeah, turning is really hard underwater with the shell. I was trying to avoid going through the currents because I thought that would cause any problems. Okay, can you turn around, Mario? Turning underwater is so hard. He takes forever to turn around. It's not like using the shell is necessarily going to help because turning with the shell is easier, but it doesn't work well in confined spaces. I might just drown. Okay. There we go. Okay. Luckily got that first try. It wasn't too awful for me. I have failed that star in many ways before. Alright, now the secret star, and then we can move on to Dreadnought. What I understand about Perfect Run, individual segments themselves aren't that hard, but nerves can get you. Yeah, I've played Perfect Run. It is not easy. It is. Yeah, it's the individual segments aren't bad, but it's just the gauntlet nature of it, the lack of checkpoints. It really gets to you after a while. So it is the first mission. Okay, I just couldn't remember. But I do know how to access the secret star. Yeah, Perfect Run is... So I have to go all the way down here. I have to grab a shell. And then I have to hit this... camera is being so weird. Dude, the freaking urchin. Dude, I was trying to get in the... Are you kidding me? I was trying to get in the bubble. In the bubble shooter. Why does it spawn me back here at all places? That's a weird place to respawn me. I think it would either respawn me at the very beginning or it would respawn me in the secret area. Weird place to respawn me. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Really? Camera? Camera? Okay, where are the mines? Hello? Okay. Impossible Pack, that was the DLC, for New Super Mario Bros. 2. You gotta be. You know what? Screw it. This is so hard. There we go. Because the enemies just like to gang up on you. There we go. Never played it. You heard it's an absolute demon. It looks like an absolute demon. Whew. Also never played it. I don't have the DLC. I mean, I don't even own a 3DS anymore, but if I were to play the game through other means, I don't know if the DLC is accessible in that way. I mean, I already did play the game through other means for the Mario Marathon I did, which was going to become a video. Don't know if that's ever going to happen, but yeah. School is a bitch, man. School is a bitch with me not having time to do stuff, you know what I mean? Alright, infiltrating the Dreadnought. Let's go. Final 2 main levels coming up here. Have I tried Challenge Mode? I've dabbled in it. I've not done a lot. I definitely want to, you know, check it out more in the future if I ever do like a New Super Mario Bros. U, Luigi U stream. I mean, I did stream them for the marathon, but like if I ever like 100% those games on stream, I'd probably also go for or try more of the challenges out. Are you kidding me? So this level is a successor to Battle Rock. It's like Battle Rock hard mode. It's kind of like how Gold Leaf is Honey Hive hard mode. This is one of the, I guess, 3 reused themes, because I mentioned there's, because Sea Slide is reused from Beach Pool. So there's 3 reused themes in this game, I guess, for the main levels. If you count Freeze Flame as a lava level, then technically 4 reused themes, but I don't really count Multi-Molten as being a reuse of Freeze Flame. You 5-starred both? Nice. I don't know what the 5-star criteria is. I assume it's like it's all star coins, all levels, all star coins. Secret, or not secret level, but like World 9. Close. Probably one of the more involved 2D sections. You can't really skip it like you can with the Battle Rock one. I knew that wasn't going to end well for me. I love all those purple star bits up there. Oh yeah, I made a tier list of every Mario game based on how much it used for color purple. And I did rate Galaxy 2, and Odyssey the highest because those games all have purple coins. So they got the highest honor. Purple is my favorite color, so I like to rate things. Or not rate things, but I like to criticize things by how much purple they use. Oh yeah, and Galaxy 1 and 2. Wait, I think I can skip this, maybe. Oh my god, wait. It's close. It doesn't quite let you skip it. Ugh, that's annoying. That would be so cool. If that skip worked. It might work with Luigi. That's something I'll have to test on my Luigi playthrough. Go. Well, this part is scary. It's okay, just don't kill me. Really? Okay, sure, whatever. God. Ah! Uh-oh. Get every single star coin, normal and secret exit, catch Nav at Worlds 1 to 7. Okay, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Alright. I forgot Nabbit was in the game. Well, what about in Luigi U? Because Luigi U, you can't play as, or you don't catch Nabbit in Luigi U, right? Or do you still catch Nabbit in Luigi U? Can you play as Nabbit catching Nabbit? Is that a thing you can do in Luigi U? Because I know you can play as Nabbit in Luigi U. Yeah. Like, why do they need death spikes in this space station? I don't really understand. I feel like this jump should also be possible with Luigi, but it's another thing I'll test. You can only catch it if you're not playing as him. Did you know Toad House on Secret Island belongs to Nabbit? No. I forgot that, but yeah, there's a secret island. More purple starbits! Yay, purple! More purple! I'm a big purple enthusiast, so I was even known for this as a kid. I had people knew me for liking purple as a kid, and I still like purple. I like Nabbit because Nabbit is purple. Okay, yeah, Melty Mold has a lot of circuits, so hopefully it'll be okay. Still got a few more missions in Dreadnought too. I think we'll be good on Starbits. I just need enough Starbits to unlock Snowcap Galaxy. Where's the secret? I think this is the secret star on Star 3. I think it is. Yeah. I think it's on Star 3 because it's the garbage dump thing. I think it's on Star 3. Pretty sure I can skip this. Maybe, maybe not. They really try to make it slippery, don't they? You probably can skip it, but I don't know how to, so I'm not going to. Yeah, it's kind of like the log rolling in Mario 64. I love these like baby chain chomps. They're like chain puppy. Well, I guess they're not really chain chomps because they don't have chains, but they're like puppy chomps. I love them. And they got dog houses. Oh my. I love the puppies. I guess this is where they manufacture all the chain chomps. I don't know. I always do like factory and industrial levels. I always think those are cool. This is definitely a cool level. I don't know where I'd rank it. I'd probably rank it above Battle Rock because it's like a more involved Battle Rock. If I were to make like a ranking of the like main 15 levels, I'd have to really think about it. Would I put Sea Slide in last? Or what's the other level I said I wasn't a huge fan of? I don't remember now. Of the main levels. Are you kidding me? Somehow I saved it. I don't remember now, but I mean, Dusty Dune is kind of but I don't think I'd rank Dusty Dune below Sea Slide. I mean, I probably wouldn't rank Beach Bowl that high either. I just don't care for water levels as much. Deep Dark is my favorite of the water levels just because it's so unique in its theming. Yeah, the purple coins for this are pretty tough. We'll be doing purple coins tomorrow, probably. And then we'll have to get started on Luigi whenever I get around to doing that. On Luigi Galaxy. I have not done a Luigi 120 playthrough in quite some time, because I usually just do Mario, but I'm curious to see what skips I can do with Luigi. And also how hard Luigi is. Because I know Luigi, like, cosmic races are a lot harder. And also the, like, drowning underwater thing. Yeah, or, like, drowning while spinning. So, yeah, Luigi just makes water levels worse. It's funny, because I don't think they kept that in Galaxy 2. I don't think Luigi does that in Galaxy 2. I don't think he loses air while spinning underwater. I don't recall that. But I barely ever played as Luigi. Are you kidding me? Depth perception is not real. I barely ever played as Luigi in okay, it starts me back here. Okay, I barely ever played as Luigi in an underwater stage, so I don't remember that being a thing, but maybe it was. But I kind of don't think it was in Galaxy 2. I need to be careful to not like walk off the platform. It's kind of tricky when you go upside down and like on the walls and stuff because like it's tricky to like know where you're going. Like it's not inverted per se. It's just a little disorienting. Okay, yeah. I mean, it works the way you'd expect it to. It's just a little disorienting. At least we get a good music track. Yeah, like honestly, what's killing me isn't even really the cannons, it's just falling. Yeah, maybe I should like rank the main stage music tracks as well. Well, I guess there's multiple, because some stages have multiple music tracks or multiple variants. But I guess I could just rank like the main one. Wow, that was questionable, but just rank like the main one for each stage. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I was trying to find how to jump off there, and where I was supposed to jump off, but I don't know where I was supposed to jump off. I like to think I'm very good at this game, and I am, but sometimes levels are hard, you know. This is not an easy level. It's so disorienting. Like having to do a portion of it upside down is so disorienting. And it's not just like running around upside down like on a circular planet, it's like running around upside down where you can just fall off and die. Okay, yeah, I was probably supposed to get on the bottom one and not stay on that top platform, but I also died again because I just didn't react in time. Just reaction time is hard. Oh, it actually respawns me down here. Okay. So if you actually do the correct thing and get on the bottom platform, it will respawn you. Yeah, maybe that's why I was confused there. Because this should be near the end. Oh yeah, the star's like literally right there. Okay. Very generous checkpoint in that case. Oh dear. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I wasn't trying to backflip there. Okay. There we go. Finally. Okay. Where is my water? Over here. Isn't there a game called like Where's My Water or something? Isn't that a game? I don't know. Alright, here we go. Okay, 800 starts. I still need another... I need another 800. We're halfway to the amount of starters that we need. There is, you played it? Yeah, I don't know anything about the game. I was just asking where my water bottle was, and that made me think of it. I think it's like right. I think the secret star is like right at the beginning of this level. Is it literally like on the underside of this planet? I think, but I barely call it a planet. It's just a saucer. Yeah, it's just in here. Yeah, I don't know why these guys get so pissed at you. Alright. Bam. I just like ran into the. I don't think that's gonna do it in time. At least these guys don't kill you if you fail. Like in the race, you die if you fail in the Cosmic Mario race. What if I go middle first and then go left, right? Because that way they'll like respawn as I'm going for them. Well, that probably wasn't great pathing, but you get the idea. They take so long to blow up, too. That one's not going to blow up in time. It was close, though. I think I've got it. I think I want to use... Let's use these two on the right to hit the middle ones and then do the left and then do the right. I think that's the strategy, maybe. Dude, stop running in circles! Oh my god! Again, that's like just a weird quirk of this game's physics sometimes. That might actually make it. I probably shouldn't have faith in that bomb to blow up all of that. Yeah, no, that wasn't gonna happen. I'd restart now. Yeah, that was not good. That was not very good. That was not very good. Alright. I mean, I had the idea, but I just started running in circles and then it was game over. Like, if you just kind of, like, tap the control stick sometimes, it's really easy to start running in circles. Stop. Dude, I did it again. I don't know if that other one there is high enough. Yeah, it's not. Unfortunate. So I need to aim higher. Aim higher. Yeah, this is like harder than the battle rap version because there's like one extra thing you gotta blow up. Or like one extra spot on the ground. Okay. Okay, I really gotta make sure I get this over here. I still don't know if that's high enough. Yeah, it didn't get the corner. That would have been good if it had just been a little bit higher. Also, that last one was still too late. Okay. There we go. Alright. That was a little too far right, I think. I don't know if this will be in time, but the positioning is good. That one I'm worried about. So close. I wonder if I can get away with only doing one in the middle. Like, I'm not trying to bounce on his head. Like if I can, just like aim one bomb like right in the middle there. And then just go for the corners, go for the edges. Stop running in circles! Oh my gosh! Yeah, the problem is I'm not hitting those bottom spots there. Theoretically, that could work. I just need to be good and also not run in circles. Yeah, theoretically, that would work. Oops. Lost my pointer there. We'll start on the edges this time. Let's just do like corner, corner, middle. Yeah, that's not gonna reach. Yeah. Also, the pathing there was really bad. Now I said I was good at this game. It's the running in circles again. That's not going to reach that outer edge. Sometimes aim is not good. That's also not going to reach the top edge. Yeah. I wish there was a way to restart, like, quickly. When you know it's not going to end well. That may be good, as long as it blows up in time. Nice, okay. There we go. Those are like the dream throws. They're the perfect positioning. And still 3 seconds left. It's very tight. It's a very tight timer. One of the few things which actually has a tight timer. Unlike the speedrun comments. Speedrun comments in this game have like such generous timers. It's kind of crazy. So this mission is going to have a speedrun comment, and we're going to have to do it again with an incredibly generous timer. Yeah, but no checkpoints, so that is something to keep in mind. You just have to free the Luma. Famous puzzle strategy? The Where's My Water game or the fucking trash blowing up mini game? There is puzzle strategy too, blowing up the trash. Really? I say what can be running in circles. It could just be the Joy-Con itself being stupid. Yeah, where's my water? Okay. Yeah. When I say the Joy-Con being stupid, I don't mean like Joy-Con drift. I just mean like the joystick on the Joy-Con being not amazing. I'm using Joy-Cons for the range of motion that it gives me. It gives me a lot more options with spins. I know there's a live stream back here, actually, I think. Maybe. Yeah. I know, like, Pro Controller is more comfortable, but... Well, kind of not really, because then you have to, like, shake the whole control. I know you don't have to shake. I know you can use the Y button to like, spin in this, but, like, it just feels weird. Because the game was intended to have shake controls. One of the only places where you really have to use pulsar momentum to your advantage. Oh yeah, Top Maniac has 2 boss fights as well. I was talking about bosses which have multiple fights. Yeah, Top Maniac and Top Maniac, Camilla, King Caliente, of course Bowser, but I don't really count Bowser in that conversation. And this version is harder because the electric walls are moving and there is all the top men are red. But luckily we don't have to do a Daredevil fight in this one. This would have actually been a hard... I would have preferred they did Daredevil for this than for the actual first top man fight, and also not give this shitty speedrun comment. I kind of want to do a video sometime. I want to rework Galaxy 1 comments, because there's definitely some pretty bad ones. Just like change up what some of the comments would be and how I would change them. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. No comment yet, so we have to open up Melty Melton now. And this is my favorite level in the game. It's such a good level. It's such a good final level, like final main level. Although it might not be the final level that we do. The final level that we do might be fucking snow star bunnies. I'm gonna go for the secret star first here. I'm gonna grab, so we need, I think, 80 star bits, something like that. It's a pretty large amount for the Hungry Luma. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing this mission a lot because we have to play through like half of it to get to the secret star, and then we have to play through the whole thing, and then the Daredevil comet, which is one of the coolest, most unique comets in the game because it's a Daredevil comet, but it's not a boss. It's a stage. So just really, really neat. I'm intentionally just skipping some of these star bits because I will have enough, because there's an opportunity to get a lot coming up. Yeah, this has one of my favorite music tracks as well. Probably my favorite music track for any stage. I tend to like the darker sounding tracks. I don't know. I know everyone loves like Gusty Garden. Gusty Garden is great. So here we can get a bunch of star bits here. Okay, I think I'll have enough because we'll get some here. Yep, there we go. More than enough. And here's the Luma. And he needs 80. I know my sound setup isn't very good here, so you can't really hear the music, but by sound setup, I mean the monitor itself. It doesn't have very good audio, and then also it's not as loud as I could be playing because I live with other people and I don't want to be blasting Mario Galaxy or blasting anything really. Yeah, I found out pretty quick when I turned my monitor up yesterday because I was watching the Frankenstein movie on Netflix and that got really loud really fast. These guys don't move. Or they do move, but they don't get swatted away. So I had to kind of keep it quieter so that the dialogue was a little bit quiet, but the noises were very loud, so I had to like turn it down. I don't want to scare my roommates, you know? This where these walls are so thin too. Like if people are being loud in the other room, I can hear it. So I try to be considerate of that. Sometimes I'm not, like, not intentionally, but sometimes I just don't. Sometimes I'm just not aware of my own volume, you know. autism be like, I'm not aware of how loud I'm being, but everyone else being loud pisses me off. Okay, where's the last thing here? I don't remember where it is. Yay, best song in the game. Oh, hell yeah, I was just talking about that. You streamed longer than you did. I was just talking about this is the best song in the game, but then I was saying it's hard to hear because my monitor is not super loud. But then I was talking about how yesterday I was watching the Frankenstein movie on Netflix, the one that came out last year, and I had to turn it down really quick because it got really loud. There we go. Here's the last one. Yeah, I saw you went live like right before I went live. I was already planning to go live, so I didn't get it. Fuck. I didn't get a chance to stop by. I know I popped in the other day and I saw you riding a horse around. But yeah, I was just saying, like, I don't want to play audio super loud without headphones because I can't really play headphones while I'm using I can't play headphones while I'm using I can't use headphones while I'm using webcam. Probably could have gone longer, but there's so many things you want to do tonight. Or some other things you want to do tonight, yeah. Are you working tomorrow? You're not working? Okay, good. Or, I guess bad, depending on if you want to work. If you want to make money, then maybe bad, but... But we all need days off. Working every day would also not be good. Wouldn't be good for anyone's mental health. I know I'm doing school 4 days a week and it's already a lot. You were off today. Are you working on what's the next day? Friday? I'm like I keep forgetting what day it even is. Friday, yeah. Is Friday like, do Fridays get busy or no? Probably get busy at like whatever time people leave work early on Friday. They're busy, yeah, that's probably why they scheduled you for Friday, yeah. I used to work, so at my job, at the grocery store, we had this, like, bus, or it was, like, one of the, old folks' homes, I don't know where it was, but, and they would send a bus, really. I tend to choke this. Okay, I tend to end up choking this part. Yeah, and there's no checkpoints during comets, by the way. Like, you're supposed to take it slow, but obviously I don't take it slow because there's a timer. Even though the timer is very generous, I still... Are you kidding me? How did that hit me? Wait, what? Oh, I have to fall to the ground before I die. Okay, that's dumb. That's actually dumb. Okay, I believe there are no checkpoints in this. I don't think any of the comets have checkpoints. Unless I'm misremembering. It does not, yeah. So, because there are a few changes. Maybe the cannonballs are more aggressive in this. I feel like they are than in the main level. Because I know that, like, other Red Topman was added there, so, like, there are a few changes. It's interesting because the changes here actually kind of make it a little harder. And some of the other comets, they kind of made some changes to make it a little easier. They, like, removed obstacles. So I was saying, at my job back home, they would send, I guess they still do, I'm just at school right now. But, they have, like, one of the like old folks or like probably like senior apartment complex. They have. So yeah, it is possible to grab that as Mario. They have they'll send like a bus of people on Friday morning. So Friday mornings would be busy for us. But I always like helping people out. I know people think like old people are all grumpy or whatever. A lot of old people are really nice. Now there are some grumpy ones. There are grumpy young people too, though. Not so much grumpy young people, but more like parents. More like grumpy parents. You know, people who can't wrangle their kids. Or like grumpy Instacart people. Yeah, because it's like how old are boomers now? Because boomers are 50s, so I mean they were born in the 50s, so like I guess okay, my dad is like technically not really, but like technically a boomer because he's 61. He was born in 61. And he is 65. Well, he's gonna be 65. So most boomers are like 70 now. That's crazy. Because I always think of boomers as like 50s, 60s. Right? But I get some really old. I've seen like 80, 90-year-old people coming in. Some of them who live at that community and some of them just coming in on their own, which is in itself impressive. I mean, I've seen people coming in with their friends or kids or whatever, helping out. There's this one really old lady who comes in. I don't know how old she is. She comes in with her friend, and she's always very nice, but a little confused. And then there's another. I think there was a lady who was like 95 or something who came in. And so she was buying things for her husband, like she was still cooking for her husband, and her husband was 96. You felt old when someone told me they watched Jake Paul when they were 7. You know what makes me feel old? When I realized that like Nintendo Switch kids who like had the Nintendo Switch are now old enough to be like on YouTube comments, like defending Sonic Forces or whatever. It's just like funny to me. But no, I mean I've seen actually really old people, but as I said, I've seen some like 90-year-old people, which is so impressive whenever I see that. I'm like so happy that they're even able to get up. Let's go all 90. Yeah, I know. It's like if someone was like 6 or 7, I almost said 6, 7. If someone was like 6 or 7, when the Switch came out, then they're old enough to be on YouTube, and that's just crazy. The reason I said Sonic Forces is because that game came out in like same time as like Mario Odyssey, or around the same time, and people like said it was bad, and like it's not bad, it's just like very mediocre. But anyway, it's funny because like because now it's like, oh, we're gonna have kids going online and defending Sonic Forces in a few years. We're gonna have like in-depth video essays on why Sonic Forces is actually good, just like we're having in-depth video essays on why Sonic 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog are good. Not necessarily why they're good, but like why they have redeeming qualities or other. So like I just think it's funny that like every generation's gonna have their own like thing they're gonna defend. I am actually so excited. This is gonna sound silly, but I am actually so excited to see whenever the Star Wars sequel revisionist history happens. I am like genuinely excited. Not because I'm like, I do enjoy the sequels, but like I'm not. I know they're not without their flaws, and I'm perfectly fine with acknowledging their flaws. But the discourse got so poisoned by dumbass anti-woke people. And because we've had a lot of prequel revisionist history now, and I think. Now, to be clear, when I say revisionist, I'm not saying, again, we should just be saying, oh, these are perfect movies, let's not criticize them. I know either extreme is bad, but it's more like I want to see more people defending them because it will piss off annoying people. There are annoying types of people who will become pissed off by it, and I want to see annoying people get pissed off by... I don't know, it's literally like it's become so extreme that you can't say anything positive about like the Star Wars sequels without getting like harassed. That's how extreme it's become in a lot of spaces online. And Star Wars sequels are just like one example. There's like so many other things. Like you're allowed to not like Wreck-It Ralph 2 or like I don't even like Raya and the Last Dragon, but like all these like Disney movies that people also hate. Again, you're allowed to dislike them, you're allowed to criticize them, but it's like how dare anyone say they liked it or say anything positive about it. And that is something that's really like ruined my enjoyment of just like being online and talking about things I like, because sometimes I feel like I'm not allowed to like stuff. I know that's like stupid, but it does feel that way. And even things that were like well liked. Oh, Breath of the Wild was so well loved. And then Breath of the Wild, now people are sick of the formula because of Tears of the Kingdom and all that. I get it. I have my complaints about Tears of the Kingdom, but I still love open world games. I still think Zelda should be open world. I do think they need to figure out how to compromise and give more traditional dungeons for people who want them, and they also desperately need to make what's the other thing? They desperately need to like know how to tell a good story in this format because Tears of the Kingdom story is not good. You were a DS kid, look forward to 2030 when kids get nostalgia. Stupid toilet. Steven Universe and Star versus Forces of Evil going through this. Yeah, Steven Universe. I mean, I haven't even like watched Steven Universe. I don't care about Steven Universe, but I told you my ex was like a like massive Steven Universe hater for like no fucking reason. my ex was a Lily Orchard fan. Now I don't know if my ex would still be a Lily Orchard fan because Lily Orchard has been outed for some pretty serious stuff that I'm not going to get into here, but as much as my ex is kind of a piece of shit, I don't think my ex would outwardly... Some genuinely toxic people in both fandoms. Again, I'm not saying there aren't. Obviously, I'm sure there are genuinely toxic people who enjoy Disney or enjoy Star Wars. It's kind of like Nintendo right now. It's like there are genuinely toxic Nintendo fans who like can't take any criticism of Nintendo, and that's bad. But like that doesn't mean that like people who genuinely enjoy Nintendo stuff, or like if someone owns a Switch 2 and enjoys their Switch 2 but still has criticisms of Nintendo, like me, right? How dare you enjoy a Switch 2, or you're an evil person for supporting this company or some shit. Like, people will actually say something like that. It's like, there are so many worse companies out there right now in terms of just like, I know I'm talking about like, yeah, Nintendo's anti-consumer as fuck, but like there are companies that are like actively funding genocides and stuff. Like, there are much worse, if you're gonna boycott something, and again, you can personally choose to not support Nintendo, that's fine. But if you're going to make a big deal out of trying to get other people to boycott something, it should probably be something really heinous, considering how much shit is going on right now. Like, as far as I know, Nintendo hasn't donated to Donald Trump. So, like, you know, I'm a little more, like, and I'm not even saying people have to boycott Target or whatever. Like, I get why people don't, because, I mean, Target is convenient. I would be boycotting Target, but like I had to use Target because it's the quickest grocery store near me for DoorDash specifically. So if I need like 2 things in a pinch, like the other day I was having a blood sugar crash and I needed juice, right? Like if I'm having a blood sugar crash, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And like Walmart, people say, oh, you should boycott Walmart too. It's like Walmart is all a lot of people can afford for food. Even though I hate Walmart. Not from like an ethics standpoint. I mean, yes, from an ethics standpoint, but I just hate going into Walmart for sensory reasons. More than anything. And they also don't even carry the brands I like. Like, they don't carry the Pesto brand I like. Which is, like, such a stupid thing. Like, honestly, I just get delivery, but I get delivery from, like, other stores. Like Hannaford and, Price Chopper. Because I don't... Walmart just doesn't have a lot of the stuff I like. But I'm not saying, like... Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here, but I genuinely think that if you're gonna be up in arms about like not supporting a company, there are much worse companies than Nintendo just in terms of overall ethics. Again, it's like you can personally not support Nintendo and that's fine, but people make like a huge like they make it like it's this whole crusade for like integrity in the games industry or whatever. It's like so fucking stupid because Sony and Microsoft aren't just anti-consumer in certain ways. Like, they're not as litigious, to my knowledge, but, like, they're also contributing to the death of physical games, right? They're also contributing to, like, just price inflation, just, like, inflation, things being really fucking expensive for gaming. There are things Nintendo does better than Sony and Microsoft, like Nintendo's cheapest Switch Online option is $20 a year. You need an online subscription to play a lot of online games. And Sony's cheapest online option is $80 a year. And I learned this the hard way by accidentally buying a PlayStation version of a game that I wanted to play online and having to get PS Plus. Definitely. What I don't like is when people who like criticize Nintendo refuse to criticize Sony and Microsoft. That's what I don't like. Again, you can criticize Nintendo as much as you want, but like for the same shit. When I say you're criticizing Sony and Microsoft for the same shit, if you're criticizing Nintendo for something only Nintendo is doing, then yeah, no shit. But like I'm talking about, and here's the instance where the rolling ball. But I think a lot of the stuff about Nintendo prices is overblown. A lot of the criticism of it because. Now, I think Nintendo has done this for a while where they never put their first party games on sale, and that's stupid and lame, and I think the old Switch 1 games should not be $60 anymore. I think most people would agree with me. But in terms of like, oh, every game is $70 now, yeah, that's every company. In terms of the Switch 2 being $450, wait till the next PlayStation is $1,000 because the PS5 Pro was $700, and that was like pre-tariffs and pre-all that, not RAM shortages, but like whatever shortages they're having. So like the PS6 is gonna be $1,000, and it's not gonna have a disc drive built in, right? Like, just saying. Practically saints as far as game companies go. Worst they did as far as you can tell, make decisions I personally do not like. Feel the endings may have ruined both their reputations so start. It's more an ending than the fandom, whereas with SU it's debatable. Guess the worst thing they can do is actively shut down fan games. Again, that's the worst they do. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like, again, you're allowed to not like Nintendo's business decisions. I can't speak. But, like, man, people are just, like, again, you're allowed to personally not support, like, no one is telling you have to support Nintendo. But, and I'm not talking about you specifically, I just mean, like, in general, it's like, and in terms of fan, I think also people tend to blow out of proportion. Nintendo will shut down every fan project and it's like Nintendo tends to, and like mods and stuff. Nintendo tends to shut down, I'm going to talk about it in a second, I gotta apply some lip balm here. My lips are so dry. But Nintendo, from what I've noticed, they tend to shut down things that are current gen, like, oh, if you mod Switch games, that's a big no-no. But they don't care if people are playing Zelda randomizers for N64 Zelda. They don't care. Right? And then the other one is like, yeah, I think it's stupid that they're shutting down, like, Breath of the Wild, or they're taking down Breath of the Wild YouTubers. I think the whole, like, taking down music off YouTube is stupid because Because even though they have their dedicated music app now, they're drip feeding stuff on it, and it doesn't have all the stuff, so I think it's stupid. But and it's really annoying for playlist curation because I use YouTube Music now, which is great, but it's still really annoying for playlist curation when stuff gets deleted all the time. So like I think there being copyright themes about like their music is annoying as fuck. But another thing that but like in terms of fan games, so in terms of like mods, I think it's dumb. I think people should be able to mod single player games. Like, okay, for Genshin, I can sort of understand because why like Hoyo doesn't like skin mods because they want to sell skins. Although to be fair, a lot of the characters that have skin mods don't even have skins. But like I kind of understand why they want to shut down on that because it does have some online component. It's because it does have like the cosmetic angle. Something like Breath of the Wild was like zero online component, so like it shouldn't matter if someone wants to mod. I guess it's because they're monetizing the mods. They're making YouTube videos and monetizing their content. I guess I can see the reason, but I personally just don't think it's a big deal. I don't think Nintendo should be like they have every legal right to do so. I just think it's dumb that they care. But again, this is only for like current gen stuff. That was probably favorite company turns consumer friendliness. Yeah. Again, this is like current gen stuff. I've never seen Nintendo be like, okay, someone is streaming Ocarina of Time randomizer, go to jail now. Another one I see is like, and people always say like, oh, you get in trouble for like emulation or whatever. It's like the only people who are getting in trouble for emulation are people uploading ROMs. Like ROM sites have been taken down, right? But then they just pop up elsewhere. There's always going to be ROM sites. Like you can't stop ROM sites from popping up, right? But like no one's gonna go to jail for fucking downloading ROMs unless they're like trying to resell them, right? Like no one is going to jail for downloading NES ROMs on their computer. Like that's just fucking stupid. Also, the things like I've heard people go to jail too. Jail for too is like, or like get fined for is like leaking stuff and trying to profit off it, like releasing games early. They should be putting people. I shouldn't say jail, but they should be fining people for that shit, right? Another one is like, yeah, I think like one of the things that I genuinely, but the other thing about like fan games, I don't know specifically which fan game, like other fan games that have been taken down. There are also so many fan games that are still up that have not been taken down. But like the biggest one I can think of is like AM2R, which was the Metroid 2 remake. And yeah, that fucking sucks. That got like taken down. I mean, I know you can still find it, but it got like cease and desisted. But the thing is that I don't know when that happened. I don't know the exact timeline of those events, but they did eventually make their own Metroid 2 remake, so it is possible that was already in the pipeline. So like, yeah, that would actively be in that instance. I understand that it sucks, but it kind of would actively be in competition with their own remake. So in that case, it does make sense to take it down. So I think people tend to over-exaggerate how litigious Nintendo is sometimes. I'm not saying they're not fucking stupid for getting mad at YouTubers for uploading Breath of the Wild mods. I don't think it's that deep, but I do still think that I just think that like actually, you know what? I want to make sure I have enough star bits for the Hungry Luma. I think I needed about 400, right? Not only embracing mods, turning mods into entire franchises. Yeah, that's awesome. I think Nintendo's shitty, but like I don't think they're as shitty as people think in terms of litigiousness. But the other thing is like, yeah, stuff like GameKey cards are fucking stupid, but like at the same time, it's like, yeah, every other company's also contributing to the death of physical media, and I don't know the technology situation with like why Nintendo's only released like one physical cartridge size, so a lot of companies are forced to use key cards. but they could be something to do with shortages. Who knows? Who even knows at this point? There's a lot of shit going on out there. There's a lot of shit going on. It's rough. So like I think like, and yeah, things like, oh, they raised the price of the Switch 1. That's so fucking stupid. And they raised the price of accessories. Yeah, that was because of tariffs. Blame Trump. Like, I don't know. Like, they raised the price of the Switch 1 because they didn't want to raise the price of the Switch 2, and they promised they wouldn't because people were so concerned about it. So, like, it's rough, right? Like, it's not just Nintendo who's dealing with this shit. I know Xbox raised a bunch of their prices. Like, shit is fucked right now, but it is not a uniquely Nintendo problem or even a uniquely gaming industry problem. Okay, that is definitely enough Starbits. We can move on now. Yeah, anyways, yeah, just kind of gotta say, shit is fucked, but it's not that. Like, I do think the Nintendo, like, the, like, disproportionate hatred is blown out of proportion. Like, it's okay to dislike them, and it's okay to just, like, not support them, but, like, you don't have to be a crusader about it, you know what I mean? Biggest enemy in the games industry isn't even directly games industry AI. Yeah, that's valid as well. That's also a valid point. Like, I mean, that's not just games industry, that's just, like, art in general, I feel like, but, yeah. I mean, AI goes beyond, AI, the issues with AI go beyond gaming, obviously, but that is a, you know, that is a good point. But, yeah, there are obviously much worse companies than Nintendo, not just in gaming, but just in general. But yeah, again, I don't care if people dislike Nintendo or don't want to support Nintendo. I just care when people bitch and whine about it. Affects AI directly responsible for RAM shortage, exactly. I mean, but that's not just gaming, that's just all sorts of electronics, and obviously AI has other problems too. But yeah. But also just like the political climate is fucked, tariffs and all that shit going on too. It's just like there's so much shit. So he's actually very fast. This guy scares me a little bit. I'm dead. Well, OpenAI has lost of tens of billions. Tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, yeah, I know. That's. I mean, that's good because people will say it's not profitable. It's good that they're losing money. It's not good that all the money was wasted because, like, you know what I mean. But like, it's good that they're losing money in the sense of hopefully companies will see that pushing AI at that state is not sustainable or what do you call it? Profitable. So that's good, but yeah, it's just hard to know. Money could have been poured into education. I mean, yeah, no, absolutely. It's just hard to know exactly how it's going to shape up in the near future. But I do think that we've just seen like these like tech trends go like super. Again, I mentioned the like NFT stuff, like how much fucking money was wasted on NFTs, right? Or like how much, and it's just stupid. Like it's bullshit. It's pointless. Like I'm sure AI is used, but I mean, it's like I don't think it should be used in creativity, like in the arts. Also depends on like what you're using. I don't know. I also get worried about like another thing I'm worried about is like chatbots and like mental health. Yeah, they made the easiest boss in the game the hardest boss in the game. Fun fact. People like using chatbots as therapists, that's something I'm worried about. And I'm worried about social media, but I'm even more worried about people using chatbots as therapists. I mean, I'm worried about like kids on social media. I just have a lot of concerns about like the youth TM. I don't know. But that's just like something I want to. Anyway. Going back to like what I was saying earlier about Nintendo is like, it's like there's this idea of like you are not allowed to be a Nintendo fan and yet criticize Nintendo. And yeah, there are bad people in the fandom. You do too, especially iPad babies. Not military freak by any means. A long time been thinking of sizable chunk of U.S. military budget could be funneled into education. Military power would not change one bit. You're not a military freak by any means. Think about it from your perspective. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Like, I do think like we don't need as much military as we have necessarily. Obviously, like some form of military is probably necessary, but to the degree that. Okay, that is more than enough stargets. Now, should I do the fucking Hungry Luma? Or not the Hungry Luma. Okay. This is gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to like lock in for this for a second. Yeah, I worry about iPad babies too. I think what I was just saying is like it's like you're not allowed to enjoy something while also criticizing it because it's like people, a few bad apples who are like the Nintendo fans who like can't take any form of criticism and just like worship the company, right? Those people are annoying. But then you have people who think every Nintendo fan is like that and just automatically think you are a shill. And the same thing with Genshin and the same thing with Hoyoverse. It's because if you like Genshin, if you still play Genshin, even though every other gacha game has so much better quality of life, which is like true and not true, but like there is a difference. But like at the same time, no other game has scratched the same itch for me, right? And that's okay. And people are allowed to enjoy the game. I still have criticisms of the game, but I've legitimately seen people who like don't allow any criticism of the game and are like, you shouldn't be asking for this feature. If you're asking for this feature, just don't play the game if you're gonna complain. Even if someone like largely enjoys the game but just wants like another feature added, right? You're allowed to enjoy and play a game while still saying, I wish they would add this feature, right? But then, and those are like the toxic positivity. That's like the toxic positivity where it's like we're not gonna have the game improve because So you may notice I have 1 hit point for this entire stage. There are no checkpoints, so I have to do the entire stage with 1 hit point. Just like I was just casually talking about Genshin Impact and annoying. So like those type of people are people I would actually call hoyo shills, right? But then there are some people, mainly WoWa fans, who literally just bash on anyone who enjoys Genshin and just call everyone a hoyo shill if they say anything positive about Genshin or hoyo as a whole. Or, God forbid, you defend hoyo on a specific decision. This isn't saying that they're like, oh, same thing with Nintendo. If I defend Nintendo in a decision, for example, if I say I understand why the Switch 2 was priced the way it was, or something like that. If I say something like that, or like I understand why they would take down this specific fan game because I don't know. Like I just if I say something logical, it's not even like defending Nintendo. Like they don't need defending, but it's more just I am giving a logical explanation for why an action that was taken is understandable in my view. Right? People go out there and they're like, how dare you worship this billion-dollar company? And it's like, God forbid I say one positive thing or defend one decision. That doesn't mean I defend every single thing this company does. But there are people who do that, and those people give actual fans a bad reputation. Because actual fans are not shills, right? And those people give actual fans a bad reputation. But at the same time, it's just toxic anti-fans who just think everyone is like that. And those people genuinely worry me. It's just like, it's so sad. You're just not allowed to enjoy anything, God forbid. Alright. Okay. I really need to lock in here. First try. Let's go. Oh, PBS upcoming potential loss. Seems like getting subjected to brain rot. Still think they shouldn't be glued to their screen. Big reason why iPad babies worry me is because a lot of what they're watching YouTube slot, but they were subjected themselves to non-stop edutainment. Okay. Yeah, I always hated that with stuff. Why care so much about what someone enjoys and they're not hurting anyone? Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I just casually did that whole level while talking about. Okay, this is the last star we're getting before Bowser is literally this. It's so lame. Buddy, I can't feed him. Hello? Dude, oh my god. What the fuck? I want to fall off, so I'll respawn at the top. Okay. Yeah, I can't feed him. There we go. Okay, I wasn't getting the cursor prompt for some reason. Now, you want to talk about greedy. It's this guy. I'm also thinking about some of the stuff I watched as a kid and how this shows may have played a part in making me like learning. Yeah, absolutely. I just like did you see the squirrel video I posted? Speaking of greedy fucks. I don't know where he got a whole ass chocolate chip cookie and how he got it up that goddamn tree. Yes. I don't know how he did that. I don't know what. So, yeah, this is like the weirdest, like, level. So, first of all, why does this planet even exist? I don't know. It's just here for flair. And I missed the shell throw. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to beat Bowser, and then I'm going to end stream. So we still have to do post-game stuff. We still have to do purple coins, but I'm not doing that today. I have to go to bed. We have to catch 3 bunnies. And this is the final level we can play before Bowser. Because you don't unlock it until really late, and then also... So we have to hit these 3 switches to spawn a fire flower. We can use or it's not 3 switches, it's more than 3, I don't remember. We can use the snow or the cursor to clear out some of the snow. I don't remember where the other switch is. The other Nintendo Switch, there we go. That's not all of them? Okay. I'm missing a switch somewhere, it would seem. Is there one up here? I don't remember. Yes, there is. Okay, so this not only spawns a fire flower, which we need to melt one of the snowmen, but it also allows these pits to open up, which means we can trap the bunnies in the pits. So there's one of them. I know there's another one in the snow somewhere over here. I don't remember where exactly. There's a shell. Might be in this chest, I don't remember. There is a bunny in the chest, okay. And then the last one is... you over here? I don't remember. Where are you? Here? There he is, yep, okay. So now the goal would be to get them all to go into the, coax them into the holes here, which can be a little tricky. And we are on a timer, as you can see. But there he is, there's one. And then the other 2 are over here. Looks like that one might already be trapped, and there we go. They have nowhere to run. Although I gotta say, I love this skybox. Such a pretty skybox. New Todd video. Yes, I already watched it. Well, I listened to it while I was testing damage in Genshin, but yeah. Okay, now we have literally gotten every star we can pre-Bowser. 104 stars is the maximum that you can get before going to Bowser for the first time. And I'll be doing that right now. Now we'll have to beat Bowser again after the post-game stuff. You've heard it before, yeah, it's rough. It was weird because like I felt like I hadn't heard it before, but I also felt like I had, you know what I mean? Or like I'd never heard of it, but I feel like I'd heard it somewhere. I don't know where though. You've not heard the original, yeah, that guy. I'm not gonna say, not gonna try to pronounce that, but yeah. All right. Jocks, bro. But yeah, anyway, she doesn't say go Mario, that's not what the text says. They couldn't get the voice actress to record more than 2 words, apparently. But though, to be fair, after Sunshine, I can't really blame them for not wanting to go that direction. 0-1 though, True Poet in French. Nice. Again, I was so intimidated by that, the Fate of the Universe fucking title card when I was younger. Oh, this song is cool, by the way. Sorry, this part's in 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just thought I'd mention that. And then it loops. So it's 4/4, 5/4, 3/4, back to 4/4, and then loops. Really cool. One of the only like mixed meter Marios that I can think of off the top of my head. Mixed meter Marios. That sounds very nice. I guess this isn't ice. It feels like it would be ice, but it's not. It's just weird blue blocks. Wasn't sure how I was going to dodge that. I still don't know how I'm going to dodge that. This section is pretty hard. But I can get the bullet bills to aim at the statues, and that will give me coins. Or no, well, wait, what? I could have sworn it gives you coins. Okay, I guess it doesn't. But there are coins up ahead if I can survive. Oh, there's one. That would give me a coin. I don't know. This part is so disorienting. It's so twisty. And if you pretty much fall in the lava, you pretty much get screwed. Just because of, like... I know I have choked at the very end here as well. And the checkpoint is before that, before that, like, wall jump section. Where that blue block section. Blue block. Tongue twister. But we are in the clear. Okay. I'm pretty sure it will give us health before the boss fight anyway. Also, just gotta say, the size of Bowser and Bowser Jr. are great and consistent. Like, how is, like, Bowser Jr. is really big here. He's not normally that big. Bowser Jr. is not normally, like, 2 times Peach's size in, like a Smash Bros, Mario Kart, anything else. Bowser Jr. is not that big. And then, like, Bowser is, like, kind of normal size here. He's really big in Sunshine. And then Horse and Galaxy 2, he actually gets big. But it's just funny, like, the sizes are so inconsistent. Like, did Bowser Jr. get some Kamek magic to make him really big? I don't know. But that is what it feels like. I want to show you Kusan. The time they change the story to by clipping. Starts in 3-4 ads every beat every 10 seconds until it reaches A4. That's kind of like Gilded Runner, but less crazy. Because Gilded Runner is actually, it's adding beats in the Fibonacci sequence. So that's actually, so Gilded Runner is worse. All in the span of 2 minutes, honestly do blame that I'm just playing around with magic so much. Also big influence on David Bowie. Very, very cool. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I was saying Gilded Runner is like actually that, but it's literally like a Fibonacci sequence. So it's 1 1 2 or 1 8 2 8 3 8 4 4 8 4 4 5 8 or not 2. It's 1. No, yeah, it's 1 1 2 3 5 8 8, which is 4 4. So it's like 1 8 1 8 2 8 3 8 4 4. You know, or not 4 4. It's 5 8. So it's 1 8 1 8 2 8 3 8 5 8 8 8, which is 4 4, and then 13 8 21 8, repeating. So that is like what you're describing, but it's the Fibonacci sequence. So it's just absurd. As great as Genshin music is now, I do miss Yupeng Chen. I still think Genshin music right now is great. Honestly, Genshin music is always great. But like Gilded Runner is just like on another level of craziness. Like, you did not put the fucking Fibonacci sequence in a Genshin battle theme. I think that's the craziest time sig one in Genshin, but there's definitely some other interesting ones for sure. But like if you add it all up, it's 54. It's 54H if you add them all up. So like an alternative, slightly easier way of counting it is like I think it's like 7 6, or no, it's like 7 5 4 4 6 7 7 7 7 or something. Also, I said 6 7 again. Oh no, I'm becoming brain rotted. Help me. Oh god, every time I accidentally say the numbers 6 and 7 together, I'm just like... Also, really fun fact, or not fun fact, but like just cool thing about Bowser here is that power-up, that form he just used with the rock, that becomes a power-up in the second game, which is just really cool that they actually referenced that. I think this is the easiest phase. Except for this part. He just becomes a spike ball master. Dude, I shook the controller and it didn't work. Need the coin. Oh, and also how the music becomes how the choir kicks in when he's down. Also 12/8 time. Just gotta mention the 12/8 time. My favorite, like, normal time signature, Gilded Runner Lateralis. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, this one is unfortunately not in 12/8, but it is good, so it's fine. This theme is really good. Tool song, yeah. But yeah, I think does it use the Fibonacci sequence? But yeah, this song's really great. But yeah, it's funny that like 12/8 is my favorite time signature because it's so basic by comparison to a lot of time signatures. I mean, I also love 6/8. 6/8 is my favorite because I really like. I call it now. Not all pop soul is in 6/8 because you know pop soul is a pretty broad genre. You could say Adele is pop soul, right? But like, I really like pop soul, and a lot of it is in 6/8. Stuff like, I don't know why "Lose Control" by Teddy Swims is the example that comes to mind, but yes. Also, technically, in the time signatures, because for the most part it's 9/8 to 8/8 to 7/8, 9/8/7. Cool. In the syllables, cool. But yeah, I just like. I mean, Guilty is in 6/8. Guilty by Taman. It's not really pop soul though, because that one's more like darker. It's more like, well, no, pop soul can be dark. It's just like it's less soul and more. It's just more like art pop. I mean, like, it's more alt pop. It's more dark. I don't know how to describe it. I do a really bad job of describing music. I'm not good at describing music. I mean, most genres are arbitrary. But yeah, I really do like the 6/8. But I was talking about like 12/8. I don't know why I love 12/8 time so much. I just do. It's just like 4/4, but sexy, and I like it. And it's just kind of funny because the thing which made me realize 11/8 is sick, yeah. It's like the only thing I can think of right now that's in 11/8 is or I guess it's actually 11/16, is the Lost Kingdom theme from Mario Odyssey. Forgotten Dial 2, look it up. It's in 11/16. I don't know why that's the only thing that comes to mind for me when you say 11/8. But yeah, another one that's actually in 11/8 is the winning results from Mario Kart 64. Yeah, my special interests are like video game music specifically. But no, 12/8 is like a very basic, but it's just like 4/4 but sexy. 6/8's also pretty basic, but I just love it. I think Who Are the Brain Police by Frank Zappa's in 9/8. Oh, interesting. Isn't Tourist by Radiohead in 9/8? I think it is. But also 9/8 is one of those cool things that can be implemented in so many different ways. You can have like 3, 3, and 3, or you can have like 5 and 4, 4 and 5. You know what I mean? So like 9/8's cool. Of course, 7/8 you can have 4 and 3, or 3 and 4, or 7 and 4, the same thing. But it's like, I think 7 is cool. Tourist is 9/8. I think 7 is cool because it's like, it either feels like 6/8 but elongated, or 4/4 but shortened, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, 7 is a cool one. I like 7. I like 7 a lot. I like 6 and 7. I like 6/7. Imagine if 6/7 was an actual time signature, like 6/7. That would be crazy. I know that's not how time signatures work. I know they're all multiples of 4, but it would be funny. Trying to think of what else is in 7/8. Well, I don't know the name of the song off the top of my head. It's the theme for Mad Space from Sonic Adventure 2. Closest I got is Tool Schism, where the band jokingly called it 6.5 out of 8. That's really funny. I'm still not 6.7 though. It's really just a shit ton of time changes. Kind of like how I say Gilded Runner is 54.8. It's not really 54.8. It's 1.18, 1.8, 2.8. Yeah, it's 1.8, 1.8, 2.8, 3.8, 5.8, 8.8, 13.8, 21.8 repeating. But that adds up to 54, so I like to say it's 54.8 just to be annoying. Also, speaking of size changes, holy shit, Rosalina just got, like, very big. Iconic Baseline and Schisms 5.8 to 7.8, nice. I really gotta check out this Tool band you keep talking about, because holy shit, that's a lot of time saves. But, like, what? I would ask what genre it is, but also, like, music in general is just, like, genres are stupid. Genres don't mean anything. And then I think I asked you your favorite genre, and you're like, it's post-rock or post-punk, but I don't know because I like all genres or something like that. All genres except whatever that one metal genre you said was. I don't remember what you said it was. And, like, if we count, like, mega rap as a genre, I guess. Bro country. I don't like bro country. Tool are generally prog metal, some alt metal influences, but from 2000s onward, or from the 2000s onward, 90s, they're more alt metal with prog in there, nice. I'm not even normally into prog metal all that much, but Tool sounds different from other prog metal, yeah. Nice. Trying to think of, like, what else. Because I said mine are, like, pop, soul, synthwave, and, what do you call it? I think it's mid-tempo bass. Okay, you know Cyberpunk by ATEEZ. You always talk about Cyberpunk by ATEEZ. That's sort of synthwave, but it's also... There's this genre called mid-tempo bass. A lot of them are, like, EDM genres. I like a lot of weird EDM genres. I mean, I know, like, pop soul is a very broad thing. But yeah, my favorite genres generally tend to have focus on either rhythm or atmosphere. So, like, I'm trying to think of, like, examples. Because you mentioned, like, post-rock, like, I think it's Swans. I guess it's rhythmic in a way, yeah. Well, I like drum and bass, too. You're talking rhythmic. Also, this is a great... This, like, ending overture literally feels like the ending of a Star Wars movie. Like the music. Like, this is a very John Williams-esque credits theme, and it's so good. Swan's modus operandi, finding single riffs to pound into the ground for 7 minutes. See, it's just the link. I like rhythmic stuff, but I don't like long rhythmic stuff. I guess you like, do you like, I guess you like IDM, but also IDM is not a real genre. Not just limited to their post-rock stuff, yeah. What else I like? You do like IDM? I just like Idiot Tech. I don't like IDM, I just like Idiot Tech. No, I do like, I like the things I've heard that I would describe as IDM, yes. You're also on a jazz kick. Yeah, I know you've been talking about jazz. Yeah, jazz is something you like. I'm definitely not well-versed in it. I'd like to be well-versed in it. Speaking of, I was talking about 7/8 Time. The song, it's the theme for the Mad Space level in Sonic Adventure 2. I don't know the name of the song because it's like 24 degrees north, 76 degrees south, or something. It's not actually that. It's something else, but it's like 32 degrees east or something. That's the actual like name of the song. I don't remember. If you just look up Mad Space theme, you'll find it. It's in 7/8. It's very jazzy. Take 5 by David Brubeck Quartet's probably one of the most popular 5/4 songs ever made, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you get like the Gusty Garden part of the overture. Fucking Mario Galaxy Orchestra in here, yeah, no shit. No shit, they got a fucking orchestra to do this. But yeah, literally the, this whole, like, the way the like, piece of music is structured is very, like, John Williams-esque ending credits, Star Wars ending credits vibe. Halloween theme, Mission Impossible theme, and 15 Step probably. Love 15 Step. 15 Step is so good. In Rainbows is like my least favorite Radiohead album, which is so funny. Although maybe Moonshaped Pool is my least favorite, and I like Moonshaped Pool. I know you're a big Moonshaped Pool gal. I gotta give it its flowers. When I say least favorite, I mean out of all the Radiohead albums that aren't King of Limbs and Pablo Honey. Okay, to be fair, I probably like In Rainbows more than, I don't know. I'd say like Moonshaped Pool and In Rainbows are better than Ben's, but I do kind of go back to Ben's a little bit more. I'm almost nostalgic for Ben's at this point. But my least favorite Radiohead albums. And also, I just include Tom York's Anima in this discussion, and the Smiles Wall of Eyes also get included in this discussion. Yeah, my favorite Radiohead album, probably, I'm gonna be a wild card and be like, Hail to the Thief. No, I think Kid A. I think standalone, it's Kid A. With Amnesiac, it's also Kid A. It's Kid Amnesiac. Kid Amnesia, whatever the fuck you call it. Anyways, OK Computer has more of my favorite songs on it. Kid A is my favorite continuous listening experience. Anyways. Is this like the extra, are these like extra credits for the fucking, this version of the game? Because I don't remember those credits being there before. Makes sense, yeah. Okay, yeah, this must be new credits because Shuntaro Furukawa is the current president of Nintendo Japan, so that must be the credits for the new version of the game. Alright, well, I shall be going for now. Also, there's a soundtrack on here, I just noticed. Very cool. We can listen to any song. Anyways, it's just blasting my ears again with the fucking overture.